Hey, what's up, folks? All right, who want to take a 20-minute walk with me? That's what we're going to do. We're going to take, it's going to be between 15 and 20 minutes. Uh, so I decided I wanted to get out here because the sun is out. Now, it's about 58 degrees, and I'm feeling good. And it's all about trying to stay healthy, right? So you're trying to stay healthy and lose weight. All right, so 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 20-minute walk. Let's get it in. You could get on your treadmill and do this with me, and you sort of like have a scenery of me. Or you can get in on the treadmill and you can just sit down and listen to me talk, because it's all about being healthy, and this is about motivation. So I wanted to jump in real quick and talk to you guys about staying on track, staying on task. Now we in a new year, so staying on task in a new year. I want to start the conversation off with motivation. Okay, so anytime you're looking to do something new, we've all heard the spiel, but anytime you're looking to do something new, I think it is important to have some motivation behind that whole plan, because if you're looking to do something new, like let's say learn a new language, lose some weight, maybe it's taking a class or getting a degree or anything like that. In the beginning of it, it might be a good idea, if that's something that's going to better you. Maybe some of the rewards to completing that task could be financially. Maybe if you picked up some additional education or a trait. If it help out financially, that's a great thing. Maybe the benefit could be self-esteem. Get that camera out the way. Love that sun, getting that vitamin D. Hey, I have to get outside and just get some natural vitamin D. Of course, you can take the vitamins, right? But it's nothing like sun on that face and sun on these legs. Because I got shorts on, I'm getting it all in today. I would have my hat off, but I want to jump out here 55 degrees, 58 degrees, and my head get cold. We want to be smart. All right, but going back to the motivation, could be financial. The motivation and finding something new to do or pick up, it could help with self-esteem, like losing weight. That could be the new task that you're taking on. Taking a class, that could be, helpful. Going into, building yourself up with new skills and being able to do new things. But to get to the point that whatever it is you're looking to do or you're looking to achieve, having good motivation will definitely help you achieve that goal. And the reason why is because when we look to accomplish new things, of course, when we're learning, there's always some pain. Learning isn't usually fun. Hey there. I mean, you can have fun while you're learning, but learning typically isn't something that one looks to do and say, ooh, I can't wait to learn this. I can't wait to learn that. I mean, you might say that, but that don't necessarily mean you think it's going to be actually fun, going through that process, right? Going through that process could be like hell, going through that process. I'd say, looking to get a certification, up late at night, maybe early in the morning, game day, you sacrificing, friends out having fun, but you burning the midnight oil trying to learn something new. And so there's going to be some pain in relationship to learning something new. Just about all the time, you can count on that. But having the motivation is something that is going to definitely help you carry through that pain. And the greater the motivation, the better off you'll be. Let me try to fix my little, there it goes, a little crooked, there we go. So as I say, the greater the motivation, the better the motivation, the stronger the motivation is, it's going to help you go through that pain and achieve what you're looking to achieve. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're about 5.5 minutes in. Okay, we're about to go uphill. There we go. And we're going to get up this hill because, we got the motivation. So we're in this weight loss process, right? We're losing weight. It's not just about that. We're looking to live healthy, so you want to move. It's not going to happen sitting on the couch. And going to the gym is great, but what about when you can't make it to the gym? What about when you don't want to go to the gym? Like me, I didn't want to go. Is that going to stop us from achieving what we're looking to achieve? No, because we have the motivation. Now, the motivation isn't the subject. The motivation isn't the reason I want to lose weight, and that's the motivation. No, the motivation is what I'm getting out of it, the health benefits. I got a 9-year-old child, so I need to be able to run with him. I need to be able to play with him. I need to be able to knock him down when he's not acting right, especially when he's going into his teens. I need to be healthy, right? Can't do all of that if you're just obesely overweight, grossly overweight, Obesely is not a word. Maybe it is. I'll look it up and put it right there. But I can't do that if I'm grossly overweight. It won't happen. I'll be exhausted. I'm breathing a little heavy now, but I'm going uphill, but I want to be like that. Just dealing with the sun. Hey, good day. So, options are continue with being out of shape or do what I gotta do to get it in, right? So I choose the latter. Do what I gotta do to get it in. Hello. Oh, you have a second puppy now?
Well, no, like I've had she's 4, so
Oh.
I haven't had a new one in 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see you walking both at the same time,
I
probably.
usually walk 3.
Oh, okay. Have a good walk. All right. Yeah. All right. That's my son's calling me. Let me pick that up real quick. Yeah. So anyway, had to break out for a second. The little one called me. Just wanted to check in, see how the walk was going. He saw me going out with the whole camera and everything. Curious, Dad, what you doing going out with your phone? Usually I go for my walks on. I don't take my phone most of the time. But again, wanted to bring you guys with me. So, all right, so we're talking about the motivation. You know, let me straighten that up a bit. And so, that's my motivation though. He is just, wanting to be around longer. You know, I figure I need to be healthy for another 20 to 30 years. At least that's what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to do. And so, I know if you're being still, you're not moving, but if you're in motion, chances are you'll stay in motion. And taking a 20-minute walk per day, exercising 20 to 30 minutes per day, 5 days a week. You owe it to your body. So that's my motivation. My motivation goes back to when my doctor, rest his soul, may rest in peace. My doctor said to me, hey, you got fatty liver. I was like, what the hell is fatty liver? It don't sound right. It don't sound good at all, especially when you're in the doctor's office. Somebody tell you got fatty liver. It's already, I got a fat stomach. So fatty liver just, it sounds bad, and the outcome could be deadly. I believe it's the way he told me, 15% of the people that get fatty liver develop a disease which is uncurable. It's 10 or 15%. So if you have fatty liver and you develop this disease, and I'm going to post the name of the disease up right here, right, since I'm walking. But if you were to get that disease, he told me it's not curable, like uncurable disease, like you die. Oh, horses. What? I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, yo, I'm 50, like, I could die. So that's the motivation. It started right there. It started right there. Now, don't get me wrong. Hello. Don't get me wrong. I was already doing some of the stuff that I'm doing now because I already know I had went down the wrong road for too long and the weight gain and all of that. So, but, when a doctor tell you got a 10 or 15% chance of dying. But first I would have to catch that disease. Had a 10 or 15% of catching that disease, but once you caught it though, that was it. It's no cure. So with that in mind, I decided I gotta do whatever I gotta do. I got a son, he was 8 at the time. And so that was me. So when I talk about motivation, that's what I'm talking about. Just find some motivation. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe you want to be around for a long time. Maybe that's your motivation. Maybe like me. You could have a selfish motivation. Hey, we're going to use whatever we could get right now. Maybe it's just you want to fit in your clothes better, huh? Maybe you want to look better, right? whatever it is, just find that motivation and hold on to it, because you will need it, because it's going to be days where you don't feel like it. Like, I looked at the sun, honestly, and I was like, ooh, I want to get out there, because, you know, how many days in the winter do you get like this? But there's been times where it was raining and I was like, it's drizzling, it just got through raining, and I'm like, I don't feel like it. But I knew that, hey, I thought about the motivation, like, hey, I want to be healthy. I want to be there for my child. I want to grow old and still be healthy and not grow into disease, you know, grow into physical and mental illness. So then I don't want to do that. So that's what gets me going, leaning on my motivation to be healthy and to be around a long time from a child. So you might have a motivation. It may be you want to be around for family, for the kids. You want to be around to see the grandkids grow. You may be young. You may be in your 20s or 30s and you're like, I need to get rid of this fat off my body. You may have a problem sleeping at night. You may have like sleep apnea, can't breathe well. I mean, you can have a lot of different conditions when it comes to being overweight. So it's not a short list. It's a long list of things that can go wrong when you're overweight. So the motivation, that's the first part. Second part is, second thing that I want to talk about, other than having that motivation, finding it if you need to find it, is making sure you have some support. Now, I'm gonna start a Facebook group where you'll be able to come and check in and have a support group. It's gonna take me a little time to build it up, but until then, you still wanna have some support. Now, you can have family members that support. The best support is gonna be someone that may be going through the same thing, but you don't wanna get a weak person at it, that you're always the crutch. You know, you wanna get someone with as much willpower as you have. And it'll be days where you need that person. So you do want to get a good support system behind you, at least two people. And one person might not be around when you're like, yo, I feel like eating this fried Popeye's chicken and there's an 8-piece. You may need more than one person. You might not be able to get that person. So you want to have a support system. And I will tell you, you got to be mindful. Some people will doubt you. Like, oh, you're trying to lose weight. You said that before. You know, especially if it's somebody else overweight. Yeah, they may look at you like, oh, you're trying to do something I'm not trying to do, and be a little envious about it. So just keep that in mind. Some people not going to be on your team. Don't expect them to. If you know the person is a naysayer, don't expect that person to be on your team. Don't try to draft them to be on your team. You want to make sure that you have at least two people on the team. Hey there. You want to make sure you have at least two people on the team. And that way someone's hopefully always available for when you just may need to talk some things through. I mean, because this isn't going to happen overnight. You're not going to lose the weight in 2 days or 2 weeks. It might be 2 months. Some people may be 2 years, just depending on your goals and how much you want to lose. But definitely, you want to have that support system. Some people, you know, you'll be sitting down eating dinner and you'll make your plate and a nice portion. And you'll have some people say, oh, now that ain't enough for you. You big man. You're a big man. You're going to need a little more. Don't let that person do that. Stick to your guns. I used to have it all the time. When I gained weight and I got big. When I first started losing weight, people are like, oh, you're a big guy. You're going to need some more. That ain't enough on your plate. You're going to need some more. Those people will keep you fat. Those people will keep you overweight. Those people will assist you, whether they know it or not, and you being overweight, out of shape, and on your deathbed. So, if it's two things you pick up from me today, one, find the motivation. You're going to need it. Once you get that motivation, keep it. And the second thing is find a support system. Just like the motivation, you're going to need the support system. So you're going to need somebody to fall back on and be like, y'all need help. Hey, definitely need a partner to sometimes say, I want to go out to get a bite to eat. Make sure something healthy if you're eating out. The best eating is always going to be in the house. But if you have to eat out, hey, make the best of it. Make it a good meal. All right, so look, that's a wrap, right? It's 20 minutes. We got that 20-minute walk in. Make sure you stay healthy and motivated. Talk to you guys later.